Hey guys, welcome back. It's Claytano. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. And all the comments from my last video about the best EU Summoners War account were saying that, oh, Shanks isn't the best player, Mateo is, Vayne Solidar, Shizzle Lizzle, all these other players are better than him. And, you know, it was a lot of negative comments. And some people were saying that, oh, Shanks bought his account. And I don't really know the whole backstory behind it, but whether or not he or she bought his account from a girl or a boy doesn't make the account any less OP. So really, who cares? But a lot of people were saying that Mateo is one of the best players in EU as well. And I figured since I showcased 2 global server accounts that I might as well just go ahead and you know, showcase another EU account. Now, I left Mateo for a surprise. So I personally have not even looked at his runes yet, but I kind of have his island already pulled up and I can already see that he's got a lot of 5 stars. And as you would probably expect from any legendary player, which I believe Mateo has achieved legend rank many times, but as you would expect, he's got a lot of nat 5s, and we don't need to go into it completely, but just kind of looking around his island, he's got pretty much everything he needs. He also has this pay to win badge right there, so that's always, you know, a sign of he's not afraid to spend money, and that's not a bad thing at all. It supports the game and helps, you know, helps content come out. He's got a nice little Amarna. Oh, Amarna. But let's take a look at his runes. Hopefully he's got most of his monsters out for us to take a look at, but all right, so Megan, already off the start here, plus 195 speed. I'm going to try to avoid doing math, so I'm just going to show the plus stat of it. But plus 195 speed, that's crazy. Not even like a twig or anything. She's pretty tanky as far as HP is concerned, so already very impressed, very impressed. Speed, HP. Oh, a flat attack. Flat attack. So that's one thing that I do want to kind of mention to you guys as well. Like when you're farming for runes on your Swift or whatever it might be, Swift for sure. Like you don't care. You do not care what the main stat is. If it has 30 speed on it, you're not going to throw it away, right? So why throw it away before you even roll it if it could potentially have 30 speed? This one doesn't have it, it's 25, but still it's a really fast rune, and you're going to need a lot of Swift sets. Even if it's like an offset rune, you can, look, 28 speed, you can utilize this to your guys' advantage. So just, like if this 28 speed was on a flat HP, keep it. Keep it, okay? And I mean like, if it has a chance to roll 28 speed, keep it. So, moving on though. Julie's next. Lots of runes put into this Julie, it looks like. Maybe not. A lot of offset stuff, probably for World Boss if I had to guess. But even still, really nice Julie. 132 speed, which is ridiculous. Malaka, plus 108 speed. Nice attack as well. Very nice. Accuracy is a little bit low, but overall, a very nice Malaka. Violence and focus, if I can focus on what I'm focusing on. Attack, speed. Okay, overall nice. And the fact that it's violent makes it even sweeter. Makes it that much sweeter. So here is a Swift Will Orion. Nice little wings on the Orion as well. Makes him look nice and cute. And comment below, which one do you think is better? Do you think the Spaceman Orion is better, or do you think the Coconut Orion is better? 2 completely different ends of the spectrum for sure. But have you guys heard about the restaurant they're opening up on the moon? Yeah, so they're apparently opening up a restaurant on the moon, and it is really good food, really good food. It just doesn't have a very good atmosphere. And the prices, they're out of this world. That's all I gotta say. They're astronomical, really. But Swift Will, HP. I could already tell this thing is freaking fast as shit. Wow. Wow, that makes me smile right there. 307 speed. Swift Will. Swift Will, guys. 307 speed. I wish I could have that. I wish I could do that. I farm giants all day long. I can't do this. I can't even get anywhere close. The will runes, though, are the main thing. 26 and 27 speed. Like, once you have that, you have a good... you're going to have yourself a nice Swift Will set. Lots of speed on the Galleon. Again, you have to have your Galleon going before any of your other monsters. So, you saw the Julie, 132. So, he's obviously going to go before the Julie. He's got to go before all of your nukers. If you're going to use them interchangeably, you got to make sure your Galleon's going before all your nukers. And he is. It's not just one monster that you have to look at. You have to look at your entire account. So I can see already Mateo's got that. He's got that down. And I would hope so. 106 for the Theomars. Really nice HP and attack. And the crit rate, crit damage is good as well. Violent Will. I bet you that's a beast. That is a beast. Or Theomars there. So we have the Konamiya. Nothing too crazy on the Konamiya. But Violent Will, which is really nice. Probably HP. And even with the 5-star HP runes, he has 35,000 HP, which is really nice. Okay, now we have this Ariel with 115 plus speed and 100% resistance. Nemesis Will. He's lacking a little, like, I would say it's better to have Nemesis Will, but the fact that he's got the 100% resistance on the from those Endure runes, okay, it makes up for it. I get it. Okay, I get it. 115 speed, though. Really nice overall. 134 speed, Varad, again, right underneath the Galleon. Obviously not as fast, though, because the base stats, so it's like actually 15 speed off of the Galleon, which is crazy to think just based on base speed. But nice defense, nice HP, nice speed, nice accuracy. Violent Will. That's a really nice Varad. That is a really extremely well runed Varad for sure. The defense though and accuracy, perfect. We have Stella. We don't really need to spend too much time on her. She's more of just a utility monster in like dungeons and stuff, but she does really good at countering Leica during guild wars and stuff like that. Maybe even RTA. I've seen like Leicas get destroyed by Stellas in RTA. Mine was the one that got destroyed, if you were wondering. Poseidon is Despair offset. Again, underneath the Galleon speed. Really, really, really nice. Here is a Samath. Beautiful Samath. Not a whole lot of resistance or accuracy on this one. He's got another one, though. It might be a little bit better runed, but nice attack. Nice speed, nice crit rate and crit damage. Really everything right there. The resistance and the accuracy are just bonuses, I would say. Bonuses. Nemesis Despair. Again, we talked about that a little bit in my last video where I was ruining my Samath that I pulled. And kind of going back and forth between Nemesis or Will. Mine's still on Nemesis as well, if you guys were wondering. But his is attack, crit damage, attack. Okay. Attack, crit damage, attack. Now, every single rune, though, has a decent amount of speed on it. It's also got crit rate, crit damage, and everything all on the rune that you need. The 17 HP is really weird, but, I mean, the only other one that I would put there is like accuracy or resistance sub. But having this plus 6,000 HP is never a bad thing, even though Samath doesn't really need a whole lot of speed. So let's take a look at the second one, though. 107, not as much attack, not as much speed, not as much crit rate or crit damage, but a little bit more accuracy. Complete fight, so he probably uses this one on arena offense, if I had to guess, which is a very, very good way to have Samath. Completely not skilled, though. Looks like mine. This one is fully skilled, thankfully. And now we have the Molong. So plus 162 speed. All right, 30,000 HP, 54% accuracy. My guess is on Swift Will. Swift Will? Violent Will. Wow. Violent Will. That's crazy. Okay, that's crazy. 162 speed on Violent Will. That's ridiculous, guys. Violent Will. Okay, speed. A 27. So he can use this on his like Orion too if he had better Swift runes on like the 3 or the 5 or the 1 slot, but he uses it on the Mo Long. 25 speed on this. Look at the HP substats on everything as well. Beautiful Mo Long. That is nice, guys. Nice, for real. I'm so jealous about that Mo Long. But he can't have the Mo Long if I pick it first, right? You know what I mean? So Praha plus 152 speed, nice defense, nice HP, really nice accuracy as well. Resistance a little lacking, but overall nice. Despair, Nemesis, of course, exactly what you want. That's a nice rune right there. Defense, HP, accuracy. That's a really good rune. I bet you that's legend grinded, or legend enchanted. All right, Alicia. How many want to bet that it's around the 132, 134 plus speed mark? Oh, guessed it right. I didn't, trust me, I have not looked at this account. I just guessed because that's what you can kind of tell the trend is going. So runes, crit rate, crit damage, beautiful. Attack, beautiful. Speed, beautiful. Crazy. So it is a speed, crit damage, attack build with fatal offset. Again, guys, offset is not a bad thing to have at all. So if you're just starting out, and I'm not saying that Mateo's just starting out, but like if you if you guys are just starting out and you're trying to make these sets and you're trying to make things work, don't be afraid of the offsets, because it's more about the stats that matter when you're starting out. Not a lot of people are going to have the will runes anyway, and sometimes, occasionally, it's better to have will and just complete shit stats, but it depends on the monster, and it's a little bit complicated when it gets into that, so this may be for a different video. But here's Chow, another offset violent monster. Speed, crit damage, HP with a lot of HP substats and speed substats. Plus 118 speed. That's a nice Chow. I bet you that does damage. Look at the attack on that too. Plus 810. That's a nice Chow. I'd be scared of that Chow. He'd probably one-shot my Zeros. And then we have Vertihile. Right? Doesn't need to be super fast. A lot of people thought, oh, Vertihile's got to be the fastest monster out there. No, he's got to be actually slower than all of your monsters, because if you're using him in a Dragons team, then he's going to boost up your attack bar. So everybody's going to go first. Your Vertihile comes in afterwards and then boosts everybody's attack bar back up. So that way, you know, they get another turn before the enemy goes. Make sense? Good. So here's Hua. Vampire. Vampire Blade. I can see this being a raid Hua, obviously. Like, who uses Hua anywhere else in the game anymore? Not really too many people. So R5 though. This is more of like a dungeon running Vertihile. Colleen, again an R5 Colleen. Full revenge there. You guys don't want to have all the violent runes in the world on your monsters for R5 because of the counter. And if you want to see a video on explaining R5 teams from me, go ahead and post a comment in the description, because I feel like I haven't done enough useful, helpful videos in a while. And I want to try to pump out some of those for you guys to kind of get the knowledge back into my channel. And I apologize that I've kind of steered away from that for the past couple months. But so there's Colleen, speed, HP with defense, substat, and speed. So really, that's awesome Colleen for frontline. Then we have the Lisa as well. Also nice defense, HP, 100% resistance. Not that you really need it, because a lot of people use 100% or resistance lead in R5s, but overall nice. You want to have your, just a little sneak peek on your R5 team, you want to have your cleansers on violent. They're the only ones you want to have on violent. Everybody else put on some other set. Just don't put them on violent. Okay, save your violent runes for somebody that really needs the violent runes, and trust me, it's not your R5 team. Okay, moving on to Lazeros, Fire Dragon, Dracarys. Shout out Game of Thrones. The season's so awesome right now. If you guys are watching it, go ahead and comment and subscribe below, because I am having a blast watching Game of Thrones. I'm all caught up, and wow. Okay, wow. It just makes me like Zeros even more. Okay, so this is speed, crit damage, attack with the... I love the focus. I love the focus, because with so many Samath Poorna combinations these days, you really have to make sure your Zeros is doing his job and resetting the skills, because if he's not, then he's just like, he's a pretty good nuke, but at the same time he needs to be resetting skills. Otherwise it's like super crippling. So again, what do you want to bet that's maybe around the 140 range, because Zeros has a little bit slower speed, so he's probably got a plus 140 something. 136. Okay, I was close, but like I said, he's got to be a little faster because he's got to make up for that low base speed. But look at those stats, guys. The accuracy, he's getting all of his accuracy from the set bonus. That's it. There's no other accuracy. But the crit rate, the crit damage, the attack, and the speed, and an extra 9,000 HP is never a bad thing either. But overall, really, really nice Zeros there. Poorna, Violent Will, speed, crit damage, attack, and I would assume he's got a lot of HP substats, which he does. And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous Poorna. Look at that. 100 speed with all that HP, all that attack, all that crit rate and crit damage. And I love this skin on Poorna. I wish I had bought this skin. I'm probably going to buy one. I'm going to probably buy this. I just think it's so cool. I really do. Overall, though, great Poorna. He's got a real good bird. Real nice bird. 159 Veligil. I bet it's Violent Will if I had to guess. You got the nice HP and defense substats with, yep, Violent Will. Perfect. So speed, HP, defense with speed substats, HP and defense substats as well. Nice crit rate too. Crit rate, don't ever count crit rate out on a Veligil. If you're using him in RTA, he can do some massive damage when it gets down to it. So don't forget the crit rate on your support monsters. Trust me, guys, it will come in handy for sure. So now we have Leica, plus 95 speed, crit rate, crit damage. Really nice attack, almost 3k attack, maybe a little bit less with the math. He actually has a lot of HP on it, which is kind of cool to see. A lot of people just run like super glass cannon Leicas because of his passive nowadays. But he actually put a little bit more HP on it, which is nice to see with the Vampire Blade build, attack, crit damage, attack. And lots of speed substats to get to 95 speed. So he's probably doing pretty well in RTA, or can do pretty well in RTA, I would assume. Raccoony, plus 127. This little guy is so cute. A lot of HP, a lot of speed, and 100% resistance is probably super cancer. Violent Nemesis, HP with speed substats as well, 127. Yeah, that thing's probably so dumb in RTA. I would not want to fight that Raccoony in RTA. I hate Raccoony, man. I hate Raccoony. I do. He's a little sloot, just like Orion. He is a little sloot bag. So everybody judges everybody by their Lucians. I don't know why, but they do. So it's a good monster. It's like Lucian or Theomars. Like, I don't know why, but here is his Lucian. 1600 attack, that's the main thing you want to look at first. And then you see the speed is plus 111. You see nice crit rate, 82%, and crit damage. So Lucian doesn't really need to be 100% crit rate anymore. As long as you're right around the 85 plus range is probably a good spot to land. If you need to give up a little crit rate for a little bit more crit damage or attack, you can do it. It's fine. But Rage, Blade, obviously, speed, crit damage, attack, and all those subsets there. And then we have Delphoy, another nice RTA monster, but with shield and will. You don't see really a lot of shield will Delphoys. So most of the time you see it as violent. It depends if you're using it for RTA or just rage or something like that. So overall though, Delphoy is just another option for him. Probably not like his best runes on it, but defense and HP with speed on slot 2. Here's Lagmaron, Swift set. It happens a lot for Lagmaron. Lagmaron gets Swift a lot. Attack, crit damage, attack though, but I bet he's got a lot of speed still. Yeah, plus 120 speed. So honestly, I would like to see this on a Lucian almost. Maybe. I don't know. I like Lucians on Swift because you could do that attack slot 2 and be able to get nice substats or nice speed on him as well. We'll move on though to Eladriel here. We have 100% resistance, nice defense and HP. The resistance, though, that's king, guys. That's king. You guys don't think that resistance matters, but it really does. Resistance can RNG cuck you to absolute death, especially on Eladriel. It feels like he resists everything no matter what his resistance is, but add on 100% resistance and then violent will on top of that. It's probably pretty cancer, and he's probably going to be rezzing a lot of people. So speed, defense, HP, really nice build on that with, again, all the resistance substats. Plus 95 speed. Doesn't really need to be much faster than that. Perfectly fine just the way he is. Second Lucian, more of a fat Lucian. You can see he's got a lot more attack power on this one. Almost 2,400 attack power with speed. Doesn't matter, so don't look at that. But then we have crit rate and crit damage, again, right at that 86, 85% mark that I was talking about, with 201 crit damage. With the Fatal set, that's actually what I run on mine, is a Fatal set for my Fat Lucian, because you could just get those massive attack substats, and that's really what you want. And then Chasun, plus 123, 100% resistance and HP. So he stacks 100% resistance on a lot of his monsters. We've seen a few so far: Raccoony, Eladriel, Chasun, and Violent, Endure, Speed, HP. But I mean, overall, like, Chasun doesn't need to be crazy. Like, he's probably not going to use it on Arena defense, so it doesn't need to have Nemesis. I can only see him probably using it on maybe Guild War defense, Guild War offense, and it works just fine, just like that. So here is the Ciara. Okay, 50% or 56% accuracy, speed 100, HP and attack. So overall tanky. And the defense, guys, don't forget the defense on Ciara. 505. That's where you get your tankiness. Okay, that's really where you get your tankiness. That's where you don't die from a single shot from Poorna. That's where mine is lacking right now. I need to grab some more defense. But look, can we just take a second and take in the blonde bombshell beauty of this this skin? Jesus Christ, Comptos, what the heck are you guys doing? Who designed this shit? This is really revealing. You could see, oh my god, you could see underboob and everything. Underboob and everything, dude. And it totally bounces when she does her little, look at this. What? Oh, I missed it. Okay, we'll look at the runes here and we'll see that in just a second. So we have, oh god, get out of the way. Take a second, watch. What the heck? That's weird. All right, attack, HP, attack. All right. So you see these runes, like, there's no wasted subsets, right? There's no wasted subset. That's really what you gotta look for. No wasted subsets. Okay. Moving on to Ritesh, 30,000 HP, 124 speed, nice defense as well. And the crit rate, guys. Don't forget the crit rate. Again, on Ritesh especially, he's going to be doing damage, so you want to make sure that he's got nice crit rate. Violent, will, speed, HP. Really nice. The amount of violent will sets that Mateo has is ridiculous. Like, he's got a lot of really nice violent HP, violent will sets. So then we have Jingzhe. So hold on. Let's talk about the difference between some of these players that we've been seeing. So I've reviewed a whole ton of top accounts now. Okay, Tiger, Corrosive, Shanks. I think those are the only three so far. Mateo now, but there's kind of a trend between each account. Like, you see one person's got a whole lot of, like, just nasty Swift sets. You see another person's got a whole lot of nasty violent sets, and you can kind of tell where they like to spend their time. It really doesn't matter which dungeon you spend your time in. Just make sure you're spending time in dungeons, and then building your team accordingly to your dungeon farming preference. So if you have a lot of violent runes, run a lot of violent monsters and run teams that work well with violent runes. And if you run giants a lot, run teams that work well with, Swift runes. Run speed cleave teams. Run speed compositions with violent. Run a lot of bruisers. If you have bruiser monsters, spend more time in dragons. If you have a lot of fast monsters, you have like Fae, you have Samath and all these, fast speed leader skills, and you want to make sure that you're getting first turn, spend a lot of time in giants. And that's one of the things that I do when I do account optimizations for people. I focus on, like, what monsters they have and what runes they have and kind of figure out where they need to focus their runes on and what they want to specifically farm as far as dragons, giants, and then necro. Pretty much everybody needs necro at some point, but you don't need it like, you don't need to sleep in necro. Necro, grab a couple of those key runes that you need, whether it's nemesis, will, or something like that. Maybe some rage runes as well. Grab a couple of those, then go back to your farming sleeping position in whatever it is. So 181 speed. Please tell me this is Swift. It is Swift. Okay, I was going to say, like, wow, this guy really sleeps in dragons if that's the case. But it is Swift. Really nice set still on Olivia. Great for RTA, of course. Let's check a look at this Ganymede, though. Everybody wants to see it. So 135. He really doesn't need to be that fast, guys. Don't think that your Ganymede needs to be like plus 170 violent will. He doesn't need to be. He needs to be tuned specifically to your team. He needs to make sure that he goes after your buff stripper, after your whatever is monster is going to remove some sort of buff off the other team, so that way you can land your skills. Same thing with Zeros. You don't want it to have it crazy fast. You don't want it to be the fastest monster in your box. You want it to be the right speed monster in your box, which he has. 135. For his Molong, it was much faster, so he's fine with this. 135, but his base speed, though, he's already pushing 148. Yes, that's I did my math right. Okay, accuracy is a little bit low. I'm a little upset about the accuracy, but we'll live. You know, we'll live. 819 defense, 24,000 HP with violent will, as to be expected. Violent will. That's really what you want on Ganymede anyway. I wouldn't recommend building him anywhere else. So we have this Leo, Violent Focus, HP, crit damage, and attack. I like it. Lots of attack, lots of HP. Looks like he tried really hard to stay at 0 speed. But really, you don't need speed, of course. So accuracy, though, 76%. So he could probably rely on this Leo quite a bit, which is nice. Teshar, 91 speed, 81, 74 crit damage. Look at the attack, though. Teshar's got one of the highest base attacks in the game, so to get the 2239 out of it is no surprise. But is it offset? Look at that. Look at offset. Excuse me. So attack, crit damage, attack with the with just these offset runes. Probably uses it for like farming and stuff like that. Maybe giants B10. And then we have Tiana, 189, 100% resistance, which is exactly what you want. We talked about why in the past you don't want to make sure you want to make sure that she's not getting strip stunned or, you know, whatever it is from Tiana. You want to make sure she's Swift, but she's not Will. She's not Will, but she's got 100% resistance, so we'll forgive it. Speed, attack, resistance. So it makes sense why he uses that rune, because it's got 24 speed on a 6-star resistance rune, and a 29 speed HP rune or energy rune. So I understand. I get it, Mateo. I really do. Then we have the Triton unruned. Poor Triton gets no love. No love for Triton. And then we have Liu Mei. I would assume probably not violent because he uses it on R5. Yes. Okay. Vampire. Vampire offset with speed, crit damage, and attack. And then nice substats as well. So that way he's not dying. But I guarantee you R5 for sure. For sure. Arya, 109. Nice defense, HP. I mean, TOA hard monster. Maybe. I don't even want to say RTA unless you have like a Hathor. So TOA hard monster. That's about it. I don't know why we skipped to Cobalt Bomber, Dover, but let's go back to Gemini here. 145 speed Gemini with accuracy, 100%. HP, nice. Defense, nice. And Despair, energy. Doesn't have to be on really any set, but if you guys watched my last video testing out Samath, I used Gemini with the Frigate, Samath, and Zeros combination, and it worked amazingly well. It works a lot in this meta against a lot of different of those speed comps, because Frigate can be so fast and super important. I know a lot of people don't have that combination, but Gemini is a good option for a stripper and defense break at the same time. So doesn't really need a whole lot of stats either. Just put some speed, make sure that he goes before Samath and Zeros, really. Kabila, unrunes. We don't need Kabila. We are hopefully looking for a fast frigate. That's what I'm hoping for. Now we have Tion, very fast Tion. Used probably with this fat Lucian, I would imagine. That's really all it serves purpose for, and especially with fight runes, absolutely that's used with his Fat Lucian. 100%, not without a doubt now. Dover, Violent, Focus, gets a lot of focus runes as well, which I would imagine from farming dragons. Imagine those dragons, you know, dropping those focus runes, but attack, attack, attack with nice speed subsets. It gets a 103, and he can even get faster there by the upgrade as well. But here's Amarna, another great R5 monster, but again, so this is going back to that theory. Put all your cleansers on Violent. Cleanser, Violent, called it, nailed it. Okay, speed, HP with speed substats as well. 138 speed. I mean, that's crazy. The fact that he's got 138 speed on Amarna, but then still has all this other crazy speed, especially like the one he has on, what's his name? Molong. Guys, you can tell where he hangs out. Okay, then we have Amduat, 134 speed. Not a whole lot of HP on his monsters, but fast. That's kind of what I'm guessing, is fast. Like, you don't see like huge HP stats, but still high enough, obviously. So speed, HP, of course, with speed and HP defense substats. 664 defense as well, which is really nice. Moving on to Faye, though. 102 speed, nice attack, crit rate, and crit damage. Again, if he uses it for R5, doesn't need to have Violent on it. And speed, crit damage, attack for Faye. Beautiful. DS, also an R5 monster as well. I would assume that this is not on Violent, but I could be wrong. 100% resistance though, defense and HP. A lot more defense than he has HP. But yeah, not Violent. Here we go. Defense, defense, and defense, as imagined. So look at the crazy defense on that, though. That's a lot of defense. I don't even know how much it is, but it's a lot of defense. I'm not going to do the math. Okay, Frigate. Let's take a look at Frigate. Okay, we've known that he farms dragons a lot. He's got a lot of nice Swift sets, though, but what is his Frigate going? We're going to say Frigate. We're going to spoil that a little bit. Not spoil it. We're going to not spoil it for a little bit. So then we have Liebly, though. Fatal with attack. Now, Tiger's Liebly was at about plus 2,900 attack. Like, he almost had 4,000 attack on his Liebly. Does his have it? I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I don't know. I don't see it happening. 2,400 though. That's good. That's a lot of attack. Nice accuracy. They really don't need much more accuracy than that. And then let's take a look at this Grego. 120 speed. More speed than I was expecting on a Grego. A lot of times he's used for Necro, so really it doesn't make sense. But Violent, Revenge, speed, crit rate, attack. Interesting. Okay. And okay, let's go to this. Let's go to the Swift. Okay, Swift, non-will. All right, let's take a look. Is this his fastest Swift set, or do you think it's on his? Do you think it's on his Megan, or do you think it was on his Orion? I think it's on the Frigate because it wasn't on the Kabila, so it's only going to be on one other monster. And there's a Swift set on it. I bet you it's his fastest Swift set. Okay, speed. Wow, that's nice. That's a nice. Look at that rune. Everything. Look at the accuracy, the attack, HP, defense. That's a really nice rune. Okay, now this one, 24 speed. Okay, not super impressed. I think he had better Swift runes for that slot than that. Maybe not. 26 speed on that one, defense. 28 speed on that one. Over 30? Over 30? 28 speed on that one. HP, so he's speed, defense, HP, and then 27 speed. So what does that come out to? What does that come out to? 310. Okay, 310. Not his fastest Swift set. I think he does have faster runes on his Orion. Yeah, 29 speed. So if you use the 29 speed rune and then also that, he could make his Frigate. He could definitely make his Frigate faster. And if you put it on Swift, he could be real fast. I'm not going to do the math of how fast he is going to be. You guys can do that and drop it in the comment section below. I'll like it and kind of pin it so that way you guys are up there and everybody can see. But this is Mateo, guys. I appreciate you watching this video. I know a lot of people like this series, and hopefully there's other people to showcase as well. It's mostly just the top players in each server, so I've done global and Europe, so look out for those Asia server accounts coming very soon. And all the Asia players, if you don't want me to do it, you better watch out, because I'm coming for you. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, stay soupy, subscribe so you don't miss the next video, of course, and I make videos every single day for you guys. And as always, stay soupy, don't be potatoes, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. What's going on, Soup? It's Claytano. Be sure to subscribe for more content every single day. If you missed yesterday's video, you can check it out here. And if you're in need of some free crystals, you can click on this other link instead. Also, if you want to stay connected with me personally, go ahead and hit me up on any social media platform at Claytano, and I will see you guys tomorrow.